Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
I learn faster if I understand the person who trains me.
I can respect that. Go ahead.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I am ready to train.
Finally. Practice makes perfect. See you around. Hunter. What's up?
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
How did you become a Dhampir?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
Thanks, Blade.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol. Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra. They've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Well, if there is any time to put your powers of persuasion to work, now is the time, Captain.
Trust me, Hunter, I'm looking forward to it. Hydra's been a thorn in me and Steve's asses for years. Can't wait to remove them for good. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The Gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light-years out. This should be easy.
Oh, we waited all year for that game, and you know the Skrulls would have spoiled it for us if they got the chance.
Well, can't you just... I don't know...
Work my magic again? See, that's the problem. This time I am working with actual magic, and let me tell you, it sucks.
Ow. The Gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the Gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new Gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
As long as we're going to be working in the streets of New York, Blade is among your best advisors. His knowledge of the city's underbelly is unrivaled. It was just recently that the Hudson Yard Corporation Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal things.
Very.
This area in particular?
Occasionally. Good for a late-night snack.
Oh.
The falafel place down the road. Stays open till 3.
Oh, right, sure. Only maybe next time say it less vampire.
One of these days, I'll join you on a mission, and you will see what I am really capable of.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Almost feels like cheating with you two on our side.
Not bad for our first team up. Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
You asked for it. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed.
Time's up for these chumps.
Is that all? Watch this.
Maybe you should try something new.
You just made a big mistake.
Lilith would be embarrassed by your weakness.
Support units on the move.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
I got it, sorry. Hold on, I'm coming. And we're back. And I just realized I was muted that entire time. Oh, one of these days I'll actually stream successfully.
Looking good, feeling good.
Nice.
Get some. You kissed the mother with that mouth?
You had your chance to escape. Hail back.
That's not supposed to hurt. Ah, the main course has arrived.
Yeah.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
Or no, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
Time to bleed. These fanatics are always the same. Don't play.
Interesting.
Alrighty.
Go, now, quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device. Get her!
Okay, so we gotta recover the artifact.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Alright, so any objective that is protected cannot be completed. Reduce the Hydra shield guard's block to 0 in order to break protection. And thank you to Emmy Weber for subscribing. I just got that notification.
Everybody wants a piece of the Daywalker.
So we're gonna reroll Photon Beam and reroll Whip. So I'm trying to go for Light Hunter. That's a dark move. So let's clear this out. Get a cheeky little level up. This doesn't do a whole lot, unfortunately. Combine it with a couple of,
I'm not sure if it's ethical for people like us to beat up chumps like you.
At least Hydra Green is iconic. If you're a low-rent mercenary, I mean.
I'm pretty sure we're already binary. So if I go back here, and then trigger this, will that break the block? Yes, it will. That has lost its protection. We can grab the artifact on turn 1. Now,
one less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Yeah, I got it, Rigby.
Watch and learn.
I'm not kidding, by the way. That's the actual voice actor for Rigby who plays Banner in this.
By her command.
This is getting old.
Not slow me down.
Okay. Carol should be fine. She's got a shield on her. Like a block.
Something's wrong.
Okay, so I gotta get them out.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and
I got it.
various
That's an AoE attack. Got it.
unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. You must not let that.
Okay. Thanks for that, Blade. Let's get a heal in on you.
The light is on our side.
I owe you one.
Chain that.
It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
Perfect. So let's do this. Nice. Nice.
Weak, even for Hydra.
This should kill you, right? Yeah. Then you should just straight up die on your own.
Even the best can get better.
Alright. Is there anyone else here? Nope.
The enemy has the upper hand.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
Oh, you didn't die. Okay. That's totally fine. Let's see, who needs healing? What's I could do? Sleep. Let's heal myself.
The light's gift. The advantage is mine.
And you know what? Maybe I don't want to do that. How much damage would you do? Not enough. Unless... slash you back here. You get pushed over there.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Alright, alright. Now if I punch you back here, you still won't die. What if I do this? No. What about this? No. Huh. Oh, I meant to reroll the other photon beam. Alright, I'm gonna do this. That does the most damage.
That's a neat trick.
I am impressed.
I guess...
We gotta pull it together here.
we'll figure it out next time.
Let's see how tough you are.
Fear is temporary. I am forever.
Ah, these delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Alright, we're gonna send you back here, because you're gonna die anyway. Sweet.
You were too weak for this fight.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols. From the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
Ghostbusters. Really? Yeah, I like that cover.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The Eternal Spirits of Vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
out of jail again. Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
Oh, Super Link. Thanks, Diego, but I'm tired.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of Ancient Wonders a little?
So is everyone actually outside, or is that just bullshit? So Tony's in his room, Carol's in her room, Strange is in his room, Nico's outside, Charlie's there, Blade is in the yard. Where is... Robbie?
Despite almost getting blown up, it seems you did pretty well out there. Maybe there's hope for the world yet.
Right, anyways, let's watch a movie.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
That's terrible.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right?
Yo, what's going on, Nate?
Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. Can we do it again?
Nice. So we got a outfit for me and Nico. And was that a Pulp Fiction? Yeah, I can't speak today. Was that a Pulp Fiction reference?
So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
Nah.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
All you need to know with Nico is if you watch the Runaways show, that's exactly what that is. Because the actress who played Nico in that show is actually the voice actress for Nico in this game.
Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
To stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... she's no longer with us.
What?
I see Disney got to her too, huh?
She was so...
fierce. Indomitable. Or maybe just kind to a fault.
The loss could not have been easy for you.
Thank you for that. But it's not just my loss. It's all of ours. And what makes this loss even harder to accept is that it was completely avoidable. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Again, we're going with the light option for this playthrough.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
The hunter can follow the path of light or dark, which I was just saying. And yeah, we earn rewards. And like, basically, that's how we set up our build. Is, with light or dark. I'm gonna keep an eye on these chests, because those are gonna be important. Oh yeah, we got the, some customization, right? New outfit. I kind of prefer the sweater, to be honest. And then with Nico, you know, that's not bad, actually. I like that. We got her combat outfit, which is just her normal outfit. Midnight Sun outfit. Shadow Witch. And Sister Grimm. And now we get to something, when I first got this game, I wasn't expecting. There's kind of a pseudo-open world to this. Oh, so Disney really got to you. You weren't cancelled, you're a first ghost.
Agatha.
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen? Ominous-looking portal is known as a Bloodgate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Trial of the Elder Gods. Recommended player level 1. We are level 3. So we should be okay.
There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
That's right.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Alright.
Now that was something.
So what Marked does is it basically works like a quick slash. If you kill something, it'll refund that card play.
Leave some for the rest of us. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. I am impressed. They cannot possibly match your strength. Your mother abandons you. Your time has come. Feel my call.
And that's how you do that in one turn.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Yeah, you can get really, really fucking strong. There are some pretty fun combo builds you can do. That's why I absolutely encourage anyone to get who's interested and like thinking about getting this game, get this game. It deserves the attention. It deserves to be played. And I learned this recently. The reason why it's so well polished, at least the combat is... Oh, shut up. Okay, there you go. The reason why this is so nice and polished, like the combat is so clean and smooth and responsive, is because this was made by the same people who make the Civilization games. So, that's why this is so high quality. Alright, now we got our first word of power.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Hold on, I'm looking it up. And also, hey, yeah, me. Okay, so no, not Sid Meier. I'm talking about the actual company, which is Firaxis Games. Okay, yeah. So Firaxis Games, which was founded by Sid Meier. So yeah, it is the company that made Civ. But now we have our first of four words of power. The first one being open, which allows us to open any door that has this symbol on it. So we got, looks like a chest right here.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
All right. So first things first, as a rule, always pet Charlie.
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
And yes, there is actually an in-universe reason to pet Charlie. As you pet Charlie, her friendship level increases, which makes her stronger in those challenges, and also gives you arcane knowledge, which gives you buffs. Charlie is adorable.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
It's
super easy to hang out with you, Hunter.
That's nice. Alright, here we go.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Alright, Strange. I'm trusting you.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I know. I'm really glad Hydra is actually the villain in this. Well, they're always the villain, but in this game in particular. Because it is just so satisfying to beat the crap out of them. But anyways, I want you to make something powerful.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Step up to the anvil, Hunter.
Am I getting revenge for Bucky? I forgot. I'm probably gonna have to reinforce this every time a new someone new joins when I'm streaming this series. This does not take place in the MCU. This is specifically for the comics, and as such, I don't actually know if Bucky is even in the game, or even mentioned in this game. I want you to keep in mind, I'm not going into this completely blind. I've been all of Act 1. So anything past Act 1, I'm going in blind. But he at least was not mentioned in Act 1 of this game. But I do know that this takes place pretty much in the universe of the comics, not the movies.
I just hope you brought me something interesting. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Alright.
A simple object, though certainly not useless.
So artifacts are useful because they give you essence, which is what we need to upgrade our attacks. But they also level up your forward, or level up your research level.
That item into some machine right about now.
And to that, we can start upgrading stuff. So, for level 1 we have Supernatural Fabrication, which lets us use or craft combat items. War Games, which gives us 4 abilities in our Gamma Coils instead of 3, and allows us to pick 2. And then Way of the Fang, which we need to complete a mission, a 3rd mission with Blade, in order to unlock that, and that allows us to use our movement to push enemies into stuff to do more damage. So right off the bat, I recommend starting by doing War Games.
Alright, let's get started.
Early game, this is huge. And then that'll take a in-game day to do, which is basically just saying, complete a mission, go to bed, and then your thing will be done.
What have you got for me, boss?
So now let's do our coil.
This should be quick. Take your pick, Hunter.
So, we got Inspire. Changes the cost of a random heroic card in your hand to 0. That is very good. One step ahead. And Strike. I'm going to choose Inspire, because we want to fill our Hunter deck. Yes, so we got a new card, so we can equip that. And I am going to get rid of a whip.
Hey Hunter, got a sec to spare?
Alright, so we gotta talk to Robbie. Before we do that, though, we're going to inspect everything so we can just get some,
that is something.
Arcane knowledge. Because arcane knowledge is very important, like I mentioned.
Intriguing.
Also, there should be a, we got some gloss here. Yeah, here. We have tarot cards in this. So, the Moon. Moon Knight hides his true identity behind his cloak and shadow. This card represents deception, but also creativity and the unconscious.
Interesting.
Alright, what do you need, Robbie?
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
I look forward to it.
It would be my honor. to spar with the spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blade to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
And now we have Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, how he works in combat is interesting. He's kind of a blood mage, if you think like Dragon Age. He deals damage to himself to do more damage, but he also has a lot of life steal, so he heals himself at the same time. I really never got the hang of using him, and I don't use him that much, but he is cool to look at. And, fun fact, we can play as the original Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider, if we want to. I'm not, for now, but this is an option. And then we also have Death Knight, which I can't do because that takes premium currency. Alright. So now if we go to the yard...
Ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider. Spirits of vengeance train the hardest.
So now what this means is first we're going to upgrade an ability.
Take it to the next level.
We're going to upgrade... No, we are not, because I don't have enough heroic essence. Cool. That's alright. We'll fix that problem later. Early game, it's going to be tough handling all these resources. I promise it gets easier the longer you get into the game when you're doing more missions. I like how half the fort is for Tony and the other half is for Strange. Yeah, it's really clever, and that's something you're going to notice a lot in this game. Is it's a lot of mixing between Tony's high tech and Doctor Strange can't speak. And Doctor Strange's magic. So that's going to be a combo you're going to see a lot throughout the game.
Like playing with fire, huh?
And now comes one of my other favorite parts. Daily sparring. Every day, well, not every day, but every day you can spar with one of your other teammates. This will give you friendship XP. Sometimes it'll level up that character to a certain level, or give them combat bonuses for their next fight. And you get really cool looking like splash photos. So here we got the hunter, and it's always the hunter versus one other character. You can't do like Doctor Strange versus Iron Man, though that would be cool. And so you just get to see them fighting. And so he got thick skin, which gives him 2 resist at mission start. I don't remember what resist does. I think that means he blocks damage, like completely for 2 turns.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Okay, we got a mission. Is there anyone else I can talk to before I do the mission? You can actually talk to Blade. I want to talk to everyone beforehand.
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble. Apocalypse prophecies. The Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes, she is quite the marvel.
I see what you did there, and you're not wrong. Never met a gal who could throw me into the sun before.
She is a formidable ally in our struggle against Lilith.
Hell yeah, she is. Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever a rodeo is.
Yeah. Well, now that that's settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something. And maybe we should keep this chat to ourselves for now.
So yeah, keep an eye on Blade and Captain Marvel. That's that's gonna be a subplot. Yeah, that's gonna be a whole ass subplot for the whole game. It's just gonna get better and better too. Oh god. Alright, before I talk to Captain Marvel though, I just want to take a moment to appreciate how stacked the cast is of this game. So, for the male hunter, if you know YouTube, the male hunter is voiced by Matt Mercer from Critical Role. Blade is voiced by Michael Jai White, who, he's in a lot of things. He's a very, very well-known martial artist. If you've ever watched Mortal Kombat Legacy, that web series from 2011, I think it was 2011, 2010s, he played Jax. Hold on, let me just pull up the whole list, because it's an insane cast. Yuri Lowenthal comes back. I think Yuri Lowenthal is just playing Spider in general for any games. Itchy eye, sorry. So yeah, we got Matt Mercer as the male hunter, Rick Pascalone as Doctor Strange, Michael Jai White as Blade, Erica Lindbeck as Captain Marvel, Yuri Lowenthal as Spider-Man, Josh Keaton as Iron Man. I think he actually played Spider-Man in one of the old TV shows, right? Laura Bailey as Magic, Lyrica Okano as Nico, Emily O'Brien as Scarlet Witch, Giancarlo Sebagal as Robbie Reyes, Darren DePaul is Ghost Rider, William Salyers is Bruce Banner, and if you don't know, William Salyers also voiced Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2018, and he's also the voice of Rigby. So if he sounds familiar, that's why. And then we got Rick Rosserman as Crossbones. Like, it's a very, very good cast. And I'm not even telling you guys the full cast, because there are some reveals that I'm waiting for. Because there's a lot more characters that we haven't unlocked yet. But yeah, this is gonna be fun.
You feeling all right?
I'm feeling fine.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city, but we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not
That's
sure
a
how
mouthful.
long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Alright,
I don't scare that easily.
so Doc Ock in the 2018 movie with Tom Holland? No, that was Alfred Molina, who was in the original Spider-Man movies. I'm talking about... I don't remember what specific year. I'm talking about the PS4 game. And so after looking into it, in the comics, Winter Soldier was created by Department X, which was a Soviet base and was also responsible. So you can assume that happened in this universe. Got it. Thanks. Alright, so we can talk to Blade, Robbie, Carol, Nico.
Not much more I can tell you, Hunter. Though I did hear her mutter something about Wanda right before she poofed away. Maybe that helps.
Thanks, Captain. I shall find her.
No, you're fine, Evie.
Nico, do you know where Magic is? We need her.
Let me guess. To open another portal? She's getting a little tired of being the only person here who can do that. Can't say I blame her.
This is serious.
Not sure. But I know she's been...
Thanks.
Alright, so we're going to the barracks. But before we do that, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And I'm back. So it took you a while. Oh, okay. Yeah, comic lore is always pretty confusing, so don't really worry about it. Anyways, what are you doing?
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
Welcome back, Hunter. Yeah, it's annoying that you can't pick your own name, but whatever. It's supposed to be a self-stand-in or self-insert, so you can call him whatever you want to call him. I call mine Joaquin. No, I'm just kidding.
That is no ordinary book. I can sense it from here.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Especially this. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
Hunter Zolomon. That is Zoom. I understand that reference. That is Professor Zoom. Well, Professor Zoom in the comics, Zoom in the show. It's, again, superhero stuff is weird. Find anything good?
I do not suppose there are any spells in there that will banish Lilith and save the world.
Hard to say. These incantations appear to have been written for Wanda alone. Maybe a world without Wanda is one we are not meant to save. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
Just saying Hunter could be his real name. That's true. Could be. But we will help her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Illyana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Avengers assemble. Oops, did not mean to do that. You will hear that probably at some point. Because Tony, all I'm going to say, I'm not going to spoil anything. All I'm going to say is that Tony and Carol aren't the only Avengers we're going to be getting. There are some other ones. And oh boy, are they fun.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
We'll do the mirror table in a second. But yeah, so to my knowledge, I did do research a bit of the game before I actually played it, just so I know what I was getting into. I didn't get into like story spoilers, obviously, because I like being surprised. But to my knowledge, there are 2 more Avengers that we have yet to unlock. One I already have unlocked in a previous save file.
She believes in our purpose. It is one of the elemental rods.
Also, I'm going to preemptively grab these rods, because we're going to need them. And I already know where they are, so... But yeah, 2 more Avengers, and a lot more characters. We're going to have some mutants. We're going to have some... Oh, grab these Havens. Havens are important, by the way. This is how we're going to get the majority of our friendship experience. And leveling up our friendship with each of the characters is important because it gives you extra lore. We'll go down. I know that this is here. We'll go down there later. We don't need it right now. But not only does it give you character lore, but it buffs the characters. It makes them stronger. Bruce Banner is indeed an Avenger. He is in Avengers Tower right now, in universe.
Just what I was looking for.
But at the present moment, he can't turn into the Hulk. Hint, hint, hint. Alright, Alright, so I got 2 of the rods. Trying to remember where the other 2 are. So you have the earth and the water rods. Can open this up while we're here.
Oster smiles upon me.
Because we're going to need to go to this altar anyway. Eventually. Got another haven here. The Shady Trail. I will tell you this because it's not really much of a spoiler. He was in part 1, so you know he's going to be a playable character. We are getting Spider-Man relatively soon. He is next up on the list. Oop, we got another tarot card. Death. So yeah, Spider-Man is next on the list. He'll be there pretty soon. I'm not gonna like be coy about it, say, oh, maybe he's coming. No, we're getting Spider-Man.
The Goddess of Order approves.
Alright, so we can't do that yet. Imagine Banner got dosed with radiation and could only transform into Hulk Hogan. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. So we got our arcane knowledge level up. And so now we get, well, not right now, but we'll get 25% bonus resources from pickups. However, what the game doesn't tell you, okay, we got the elemental rod here. What the game does... Come on, man, I'm trying to record...
Like a fairy
trying to record a stream. I'm trying to teach you, come on. No, I love it though, I'm not even mad, that was awesome. What the game doesn't tell you is that you need... No, not you, Abby. You're good. You don't... I don't want anyone to feel like they need to apologize in stream. When I say stuff like that, that's literally just me making jokes. Ooh, a masterwork. But what the game doesn't tell you is that usually you need a day to pass for your arcane level stuff to actually go into effect. So we're going to do our mission, and then in-game tomorrow, not real life tomorrow, but tomorrow, pretty much, we're going to... I thought there was something I need to do over here. I thought this was where the fire rod was. God, it's like playing zombies all over again. Where's the elemental staff? No. I keep getting sidetracked. But yeah, so we'll do our mission, we'll get our forge upgrade the next in-game day, and then we'll also get our arcane level. This, I know you probably noticed it when I walked over here. Don't worry about this for now, just know that this is where Robbie keeps his car. That's really all you need to know, is that this is where the Ghost Rider car stays. It will become important later for personal story moments. That's all I'll say. Is it down here? I don't think the fire rod's down here.
Blessings of the goddess.
Nope, there's arcane key here. These can be used to open all those chests you saw me running around seeing. This will also be important later. Alright. for the sake of keeping things moving, would you guys be upset if I used a guide to find the final key? What does Peter Parker tell people he does for a living? So in the comics, and so in this game as well, I'm pretty sure it's the Daily Bugle. Like he's still doing, still taking photos. Web design. Oh, okay. I should have picked up on that. That's a good one. Alright, so we can't do this
There are
yet.
cracks in this wall.
That looks like something. It probably is something. So yeah, take note of all these like runes and symbols you're seeing. They will be important later. I'm just trying to open up as much of the game as I can right now. Need bombs? If this was a Legend of Zelda game, yes. Your dog is watching us now. Well, and his name's Bogey. Hi, Bogey.
The Standing Stones. There is powerful magic at work here.
But I can tell you what they are. Like, it's not really a spoiler to say what the powers we get are. Oh, what is this? Arcane cooking for the gifted amateur? Oh, crafting recipes. Okay. We don't need those. We've got a bogey! Alright, so keep this in mind for later too. This will be important. I know I keep saying that, but they will be important. Oh, statue. I never found all these, so this is... See, I'm still learning the game with you guys.
Seer known as Endra Moore is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line, but she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns.
Hello?
This is which side?
Which side? Oh yeah, we'll need to keep mind of that too. There is so much to keep track of. Be glad I chose this and not... Actually, that might be something we do after this series. Because, Emmy, I don't... You definitely weren't here when I said it last time. But yesterday when I streamed... Ooh, grab this.
Was I ever really this innocent?
Grab this, we get some more crafting recipes. How we're doing this is I stream from Wednesday to Sunday.
I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it. I remember when I made these dolls, one for each of us. I wonder if the others are still around here somewhere.
Anyways. So Wednesday through Friday, I will be streaming my Minecraft SMP that I've been working on. Well, not really working on, but
hardly spoke of him,
basically just a very simple, bare bones server. Not even server, world on console. That doesn't have any cheats or any mods or anything like that, so it's just plain old vanilla. Just so we aren't doing anything crazy. And then weekends will be a different series entirely. So for now, it's... I thought you had to read an almost 500-page manual for this week. I did. So that's why I don't stream on Mondays and Tuesdays, because that's the days I actually like work. And then I work from home on Wednesdays and Thursdays, but I finish early enough that I can stream still on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Because Monday, Tuesday, I don't get home till around 5. And then Wednesdays, Thursdays, I finish around noon. Alright. I'm going to look up the guide for where the fire rod is. Because I want to have all those before I do the mission. Phone will actually work and let me type. Fire rod, Midnight Suns. Oh, the one place I never searched. Got it. I know where it is. So we're gonna head back inside. Yep, it's right here.
It is one of the elemental rods.
Alright. So now we're gonna head back to the elemental altar. Oh, I can't fast travel right now. Interesting. I actually didn't know that. Alright, well, anyways, here's another one of the statues.
Grave of Jeremiah Kane, another host of the Spirit of Vengeance. I wonder if he was as conflicted as Robbie is about being a Ghost Rider.
Man, Ghost Rider's such a cool character. Like, in a game that has so many of my favorite heroes in it, Ghost Rider probably has to be one of them. Oh, I can't put the rods in yet. Okay. So we're just going to go do our mission then. And so, can someone remind me what my goal is for that other thing in the forge? Was it another mission with Blade? Ghost Rider earned a combat bonus. It was Blade? Okay. So we're going to put Blade in. We won't lose the combat bonus with Ghost Rider because we don't pick him. So, that's alright.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
A shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
I kinda wanna see that.
Not if you're wearing shades.
Oh, I love the banter in this game.
This portal.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
Alright, so we gotta stop the helicopter before it takes off. So we got a ticking time bomb, or ticking clock in this mission. And then, okay, so if we take them out, we get bonus cards we can then use to make things easier on me.
A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Alright, so we'll take the minion out. Pop up, make a bleed.
I'll put this to use.
Alright. So we can chain this to both of you. That makes both of you bleed. Nice. If I put Carol right here, can I hit all three of you at once? Yes, I can. Nice.
Now you're just showing off, Carol.
And then should be able. So I can at least
here we go.
Throw that at you. So I'm probably not gonna be able to kill everyone, but I can take as many people off the playing field as I can. So all three of them are going to attack Carol. Hopefully is that gonna kill?
I'll handle it.
No, but it came very, very close.
Awaiting reinforcements.
Yikes.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor so narrowly escaped within our last encounter was only the beginning.
You can give that infinite vulnerable, though.
I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Alright, so we can take you out. Nice.
I think you got him. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
So no one's going to attack Carol. That's good. I'm still gonna heal her, just in case.
Every little bit helps.
Then, if I were to position, how would I do this? If I were to position you here, could I? Yes.
I'm on it.
Leave here, take you out. That gives me that card. Blade, I don't want you doing that. Hunter, not much better. Okay, well, they shouldn't do too much damage. We should be good.
For victory!
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Looks like they called for help.
Okay, so you're taken down. Sweet.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper.
So we can delay you. I'll slow you down. Nice. You know what? I just really want to see Blade stake a helicopter. I just think that's goofy.
It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
Alright, so the helicopter's been grounded.
Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers will never allow you.
Oh, shut up already. Take them down.
Alright, can we get some quick strikes? We can indeed. Alright. Quick strike you. Good. Good, you level up too. And then we can chain. Oh. Huh. Okay. What if I move Blade here? Can I use this? Oh, we don't have enough heroism. Okay. So I'll knock you out. Level up Carol.
Punch through a moon now?
That'll give me enough to kick this. And then we can take these two out next turn. Okay, so not exactly my most flawless,
Our loyal soldiers hunt the secret punch.
Shut up, Faustus.
Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother.
Well done. Looks like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
Sweet.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Ooh, I wonder who that could be. I wonder if that's a friend or foe. Alright, 2-star rating, that's not bad. Ooh, we unlocked our next difficulty. Alright, so I'm going to leave this up to you guys. So, this makes the game harder, gives enemies more health, and make them do more damage. And I can only revive one teammate per mission. But I gain more gloss, which is basically for cosmetic stuff. And I gain 10% more experience. So Emmy says no. It's all up to you, Nate. I don't care either way. The one revive is kind of throwing me off, but We'll decide later. We can always change difficulty later. Dealer's choice. Alright, we'll do this. Every time we fight a boss, you'll recognize the bosses when you see them. Every time we fight and beat a boss, we bump up the difficulty. That's unfair? And but what I mean by you'll know when it's a boss is bosses have 2 health bars. So if we ever come across an enemy that we have to take out twice in a mission, after we do that, we bump up the difficulty. Alright. Mission rewards are tied to hero level. So as a hunter gains levels in combat, the rewards offered on future missions will improve. Don't worry about leveling every hero. As the hunter's level increases, any weaker heroes will automatically level up so they don't fall far behind. I love this. That is such a good system to have, because that means I don't have to spend an extra 20 or so hours grinding levels. And then yeah, at higher difficulty levels, all heroes level up faster, which means that we get access to higher rarity rewards. You got a joke for me, Emmy? Hit me with it.
Fine.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
What should you tell people when you're looking for Captain Marvel's cat? I don't know what.
You overestimate my observational abilities.
Seems I have. Funny, you are the only living child of the Mother of Demons.
That you're on a wild goose chase. Oh my god.
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo. But I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
Do you think Limbo is still safe to travel in?
Safe? Hunter, you are the sweetest, most naive demon I have ever met. Limbo has never been safe. It's just no one there would dare assault one of my portals. My presence protects you. All of you. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Yep. Where do Avengers go to drink coffee? Oh no, where? Alright, we can talk to... looks like basically anyone. Stark Bucks. Don't give Tony Stark any ideas. Alright, a few heroes are available to hang out with the Hunter in the common room. Engage in a hangout to grow the Hunter's friendship with a hero of your choice.
Welcome, Hunter.
So the question is, who...
Yo, it's good to see...
Who do I
The more
want?
we work together, the more I'm impressed. And I'm hard to impress.
Anyone with a blue thing over their head
Accident.
is someone I can hang out with. So we got Strange, Tony, Blade, and Carol. And for you ask, there's no, like, romance options, so we aren't doing that. Believe me, I checked. I hate that I checked, but I checked. Mostly because I was kind of tempted to see if I could romance Magic, but that's besides the point. I think I'm gonna
There's my hunter.
Maybe Stark?
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
Is that a pun? Ooh, a dagger. Daggers are gifts, which also boost friendship. Oh yeah, I can open this.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the word. If you're going...
Yeah.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in...
I didn't mean to do all this, but basically she's just telling me that she's going to be there for tutorials on how to do the open world stuff. What do you get when Iron Man takes off his suit? Tell me. Agatha's altar. So it looks like Stark Nate. Okay. You know, I can't even be mad because I kind of love that chat has basically just become Pun City for the stream. Alright, let's read this. The Wild Hunt. I thought we were playing Midnight Suns and not The Witcher. Journal page. You can always pause that and read at your leisure. I'm just trying to get No, you don't have to stop. I said I'm finding it really fun just that chat has become Pun City for the stream. Like, if you guys ever want to do jokes in chat just for the bit, I am perfectly okay with that. Chat is basically your guys' playground, right? As long as you aren't spamming or, like, bullying anyone else in chat, I don't care what you do. I'm gonna open this chest. So yeah, it's some 15 credits and Hellbread, huh? What is Hellbread? I dig the horns, but I don't dig the mask. Are you saying that we can be quite chatty? Well played. I should have seen that coming. Yeah, I don't like it either. The mask ain't too bad. I kind of like the crown. I think I'm gonna wear the crown. I kind of like that, actually. You like the glasses? I like them too, but I feel like they make me look too much like Johnny Cage. Oh, Charlie's leading me to the altar. Okay. We'll do that in a minute.
Agatha and I used to study up on the staff of one here.
Let's do a hangout with Tony
What's up,
first.
Big H? Caretaker doesn't like talking about what got Agatha killed in here.
I feel like Tony would be the type of person to like playing cards.
Why do you have so much money?
Is a reconstituted Revenant about to hit me up for cash, or...
I mean, what is the point of having so much?
Oh, you aren't kidding. Concept of billionaire didn't exist back then, huh? What's the best way to put this? Money isn't everything, but it's a lot of things. It gets you access and greases the wheels. If you want to make big changes, money is a necessary evil.
Did Hunter just ask Tony what I think he just asked? What did you think he asked?
Sounds like you have made peace with it.
Of course not. I do useful things with my money. Most billionaires sit on their wealth so they can become even bigger billionaires. Or worse, they toy with vanity projects so they can lob cars at Venus or write their names across the entire surface of
Why
Australia.
he has so much money? Yes,
you know, standard rich idiot nonsense. They never bother to ask, am I making the world better for everyone or just myself? Or worse, they do, and they just don't care. But that's fine. Makes it easier to schedule them for a hostile takeover.
So, what you have to realize, Emmy, is that the Hunter is 300 years old. He lived back in the 1700s. So, being a billionaire would be an entirely foreign concept to him. And, yeah, we'll give him a knife.
Well, I had a blast. Hope you did too.
So we got a hoodie, for an epic hoodie for ourself, and then an outfit for Tony. Let's see what they look like. Guys, as you can see, we're gonna have a lot of customization that we're gonna be doing. Alright, so I kind of don't hate it. But I want to save my gloss. So as much as I like it, we're going to save. And then we got the home team. Oh, so it's just like an Avengers t-shirt. Okay. Also, I really appreciate that they went out of their way to make sure that all of Tony's outfits have the arc reactor. And then, oh yeah, we have the Iron Knight. We will equip this later on when I can get the Steel Knight, because I think I can't speak, sorry. Because the Steel Knight reminds me of the Silver Centurion suit, which is my personal favorite Iron Man suit. But for now... Alright. So now let's head back up to the altar. I promise there was a reason why we went and got all those rods.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
In your pockets.
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key?
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Yeah, Nate, we're really gonna have to look for these elemental orbs. It'd be a shame, like such a crying shame if we could never find them. Oh wait.
The old magic still holds. What was Wanda up to here?
If you're wondering how I know what to put where, because it's not immediately obvious, if you look behind, like in the stone, it has the engravings of what's painted on the rock.
There, finished.
And that's my favorite touch right there. Like, anytime you do one of these puzzles, you get those little cool classic Ben Davion comics.
The moon seals are ancient talismans of the old gods. And in your case, they are the keys to unlocking an even greater gift.
Is that why Wanda was here? In pursuit of this gift?
Just as we started with you as a child, I allowed Wanda to experiment here, with the hope of focusing her powers through training in basic elemental magic.
But that is not what happened.
Wanda's connection to the old gods, to Chthon, was not the same as yours. She isn't descended from the blood, and the trials weren't meant for her.
But you knew this before she started.
I did. And you should understand that I regret not putting a stop to her efforts sooner.
Then what really happened here?
When Wanda tried to use this moon seal to access the next trial, the Bloodgate didn't open. But the seal's power did have an effect. She had visions, both terrible and somehow alluring at the same time. What started as idle curiosity became a compulsion for her.
And now I am on the same path. So, where is the next Bloodgate?
Beyond the Standing Stones, if memory serves. I doubt you'll have any trouble finding it.
You have another joke, but you don't know if you should tell it. Oh, we get more rewards from Cosmic Chest when we wake up. Cool.
Hunter,
so,
hello.
I mean, these are the rules I'll have for jokes. Any jokes allowed as long as, it's not, like, hateful, you know? So yeah, from now on, exploring the Abbey grounds is optional. We don't have to do any of this if we don't want to. I'm just choosing to because it helps break up the fighting. You know? If it's not hateful, go for it. That is entirely up to you. So what level do we need? In the meantime, what level do we need to be for this next gate? By the way, we can only do these blood gates at night, so keep that in mind. How much does it take to? How much does it cost to kill Stark's family? Oh no! Starting off spicy. All right, how much? We need to be. What does that say? Level 8.
The second Bloodgate. I should warn you, Hunter.
One buck.
The trial ahead more difficult than I originally let on. The gods will push you harder, and you might very well fail.
And if I do?
You dust yourself off and you get back in there. Or you train, rethink your approach, and come back later. when you feel ready.
And what if I am hurt? Or worse still, what if something happened to Charlie?
Neither of you will be harmed, dear. That's not what this is about. The Elder Gods want to see what you're made of, but they're not out to get you. Well, except Chthon, but you already knew that.
Then I should make an attempt while I am here.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Just enjoy yourself. You're the only one getting an opportunity like this.
I will do my best.
Oh, and Hunter? I should mention, you'll only be able to make one attempt at the trials per night. Even the old gods grow weary of their children eventually. Good luck.
Alright. So we need to be level 8 for this one. And we're level 4, so definitely wait on that one. And no, you don't have to worry, Emmy. I love dark humor. So that was a great joke. Believe me. Alright. So now I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, looks like we're talking to Mom again. Knock knock. Who's there?
After all these years.
Blah 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 blah. Where am I?
Yes and no. We are connected,
Doctor.
you and I.
Doctor Who? Is it no Doctor Strange?
Wait. Mother! Where did you...